we all dream in gold. That's with a picture of the Oscars. That is what the first part of what says that it's Chris Rock's official Twitter says. It's John's picture of an Oscar award, and then it says we all dream in gold. Usually the Oscars are full of just all of the entertainment awards shows are usually really full of terrible jokes about me, really horrible jokes, cum jokes, orgasm jokes. I don't know why it is that I'm the one who's being treated like I'm the one who's done like I've done something wrong, right? These people have done something wrong, and they just keep doing the same wrong things like over and over again, while they act like they're so great and they're so awful, right? And so is everybody else who supports them. You victimize so many people, and I just don't understand why you're doing this, why you act like this, why you're doing these things. Usually the award shows are really full of just horrible jokes about me. At least I don't tend to see them usually. I only tend to see parts of them. But all I have to do is like walk past the television. A few seconds to walk past television wherever there happens to be one, wherever it is that I'm living at the time. And there's usually some horrible joke about me. So that says something, right? That I didn't even watch however, these shows are hours long. I can walk past it for a few seconds when I'm walking through the room where other people are watching it, and there'll be some horrible joke about me. So what does that say? The concentration of horrible jokes about me is a high concentration, right? So there's that. Other types of sexual abuse. I don't dream about having sex with children. I think it's disgusting. It's just such a horrible crime. As far as Chris Rock is concerned, it seems to me a lot of people knew that I was being victimized by voyeurism, and that everybody else who was living in the shelter that I was living at when that started was all, they were also all being victimized by voyeurism. And people don't talk about that. They like to blame me as if it's something that I deserve, or something I brought upon myself, or any of those things. And even have tried to make excuses for other people being victimized. The conglomerate has done that also, refuses to take any responsibility whatsoever for what it has done, or for the epidemic of voyeurism that it has started. I have never encountered people whom I have disliked more than this. I don't think. They're just such horrible people every day of their lives, and I don't understand. It's like a group mentality, and they're so turned around. They're such bad people that they don't realize that they're bad people. All of them. All of them do not seem to realize that they are absolutely horrible human beings. And as far as Chris Rock is concerned, I happened to see, what was it? I was in my apartment by 2013, right? And I happened to see at least part of it, this HBO special, which it was him, Jerry Seinfeld, C.K. Lewis, Ricky Gervais. How do you say it? Is it Ricky Gervais? All men, right? And there seemed to, and it was, I guess it was on television April, maybe like the third week of April of 2011. So I had been in the shelter where I didn't know, but I had been getting probably videotaped in the shower for a few weeks by them. And I kind of had, and then seeing this part of the special later, this HBO special later, I had never seen it before 2013. I think it was on television in 2011. And it seems like they knew. It seems like they knew. They thought it was hysterical what was happening to me. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people knew, right? A lot of people knew, and nobody did anything. Nobody did anything to try to make it stop. Nobody. I think Chris Rock made some kind of joke. Was it a coincidence? Making some kind of joke about black porn. Black porn is usually like a black woman sitting on the toilet with her hand up in front of her face, saying, acting like, basically a joke about how it's her boyfriend or her husband who's like, sneaking up on her with a camera. He throws the door open when she's like, using the toilet in the bathroom. It seems like perhaps that was all he felt he could do to not to protest what was happening to me. That's his version of empathy. Yeah, right. So that shows you what happens to everyone when they go into the entertainment industry. You might even start out as a nice guy. You don't end up as one. And then I think actually, I don't know if it was the entire show or just the part that I saw where it ended with one of the other ones. I think it was C.K. Lewis making a joke about cum, and then it was like them all laughing, like this like cackling, disgusting laugh. Yeah. So I'm anticipating that the Oscars are going to be, really horrible, and that things will get precipitously more horrible for me immediately during and after. The media is gonna be worse. Politicians will be worse. Everyone will be making the same disgusting jokes they make every single year. Yeah, like I'm the one who's done something wrong, when I'm not. It's you. You're the ones who have done all sorts of horrible things.